An update to that breaking news on Columbia University's campus. We are getting our first look inside Hamilton Hall, where demonstrators broke in and barricaded themselves last night. Pictures just in show shattered glass and furniture tossed throughout the building tonight. New York City police cleared out the building and arrested about 100 demonstrators on campus. They also cleared the tent in campus, which was on the South Lawn.
I cannot believe I'm saying this. Newsmax actually got something right. First time ever.
Well, so many things going on. I would say to my co-panelist's point, nobody's trying to keep Donald Trump off the campaign trail. Donald Trump is keeping himself off the campaign trail with his conduct, and then when he had a break, he decided to go golfing instead. So let's please understand that the only person who's keeping him from doing that is himself.
Gops resident puppy murderer, Christina, well, Fox can't work out whether they should talk about the killer or they shouldn't. Can you believe what they did during the White House press briefing? No.
Finally, one more, Karine. As a dog lover yourself.
Oh gosh.
What does the president?
All right, John. So we are getting a heads up that she was addressing it right then.
That being said, Fox's resident. I was going to say he looks like a St. Bernard's dog, but anyway, Hume, for once, is on the right side of things.
Basically, she's walking back this part of her book where she seemed to be touting the tough decision that she made to shoot this dog.
Well, when you think about people having a dog put down, and now I've had the experience with a dog that we had in our family once had to be put down. You go to the vet, and the vet does it with a shot, and the dog goes unconscious, doesn't feel anything. Not a lot of people I know of have gone out and executed their own dog.
Your take on someone who believes she helps her vice presidential chances by saying that she decided to shoot a joyful. I mean, this is not how Big Yeller or how the red fern grows. It's not how either one of those ended. This is sort of Goodfellas meets Old Yeller, and I don't think America likes that ending.
This is a death march for you if you print that in your book. But you did,
and then she did it to a goat.
She also
didn't just stop at the dog.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. If you read on in the book, she decided that while she's at it, while she's on this murderous rampage of killing innocent pets, I'm just going to go after the family goat because I don't like the way the goat has butt up against my kids and made their clothes dirty. I'm not kidding. Grabbed the goat,
missed it the first time.
Brought it into the ditch, shot the goat, and then realized that she missed and only injured it. And while the goat writhed in pain in the ditch, she went back to look for more ammo.
Kids are eating their Captain Crunch.
I wish I was joking.
Right now.
While we're having a good moment, Nancy Pelosi, just brilliant. Nancy Pelosi has decided, and not before time, she's done with these people. Even people on MSNBC, sycophanting for former guy.
And we have to address those concerns. And Joe Biden is doing that, created 9 million jobs in his term in office. Donald Trump has the worst record of job loss of any president. So we just have to make sure people know.
That was a global pandemic.
He had the worst record of any president. We've had other concerns in our country. If you want to be an apologist for Donald Trump, that may be your role, but it ain't mine. And he has the worst. I don't think that anybody can accuse me of that. Let me just say, as a Speaker of the House, we put forth a $3 trillion bill. $3 trillion of investment in communities and the rest, and that stimulates the economy.
Yes, he rolls up to court, comes out with a whole mishmash of lies and BS, crossing his fingers that somebody at Fox will think, oh, let me take pity on it, and what is it they do at Fox?
Very much, and I'm going to go into the icebox now and sit for about 8 hours or 9 hours. I'd much rather be in Georgia. I'd much rather be in Florida. I'd much rather be in states that are in play, states that, I'd like to be able to campaign. Biden's out campaigning, and you call it campaigning. He can't campaign because every time he opens his mouth, he gets in trouble. But Biden is out campaigning very nicely. I think when I start campaigning, he'll stop. He'll go back into his basement. But I want to thank everybody. You've really been treating me very fair. I want to thank Time Magazine. They did a cover story, which is very nice, and it's actually there's at least 60%. It's at least 60% correct, which is about all I can ask for. So I want to thank you, everybody. Thank you. Are you going to get out and make a statement because the colleges are being overrun in this country? The anti-Semitism, all of the problems going on, they're being overrun. I've never seen anything like it. He said he ran because of Charlottesville. Well, if the people that know Charlottesville, when you extend the statement, it's a big hoax what they say was said, and they understand that. And Charlottesville is peanuts compared to what you're looking at now. This whole country is up in arms, breaking into colleges, knocking the hell out of Columbia University. I mean, they took over. I know the building very well. They took over a building. That is a big deal. And I wonder if what's going to happen to them will be anything comparable to what happened to J6. Because they're doing a lot of destruction, a lot of damages, a lot of people getting hurt very badly. I wonder if that's going to be the same kind of treatment they gave J6. Let's see how that all works out. I think I can give you the answer right now. And that's why people have lost faith in our court system. Thank you very much. So we begin again. This is a case that should never have been brought. Every single major legal scholar, Jonathan Turley, Greg Jarrett, Andy McCarthy, Dershowitz, every single scholar, Mark Levin, the great Mark Levin, had a whole show on it last night, said that this is a disgraceful case. It's a disgrace to the New York state and city court system. And all of the cases are, frankly, all of them are. You probably saw last night that Jack Smith got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. It was released late last night, and it's a big story. The documents case is a hoax created by them for election interference purposes. And so that one looks like it's going asunder.
Inside Donald Trump's prison cell, the surroundings are like any other small, enclosed space. The walls are gray concrete, and a narrow cot with a thin mattress is the only piece of furniture. A tiny metal sink and toilet combo sit in one corner, while a small barred window allows a sliver of natural light to filter in. The sound of clanking bars echoes through the air as guards patrol the hallway outside.
What? What is...
President Trump is 76 years old. He will die in federal prison.
Trump spends his days pacing the limited floor space. The once powerful man now finds himself in a place of confinement.
I just want to ask one more question.
Somebody tell me, have I got this right? Is Rudy Giuliani now telling clown speaker Mike Johnson and what's the other clown? Oh yeah, Jim Jordan, to do exactly what him and Trump got impeached for?
With Brennan, when they were hatching, when he was informed of Hillary coming up with the false plot, it should begin with him, and it should include Brennan, it should include Biden, the vice president, who approved it and helped out. They should bring over from Ukraine about 20 Ukrainian witnesses, I can get them, that are still being held there. Somebody should lean on Zelensky. You want another penny? Give us your Biden file.
Spoiler alert, Kayleigh McEnany has no idea what she's on about because 3 years ago, President Biden was president. But anyway, I think she means 4 years ago. And talking about 4 years ago, you remember how brilliant it was? Like brilliant? No, me neither. But hey, I don't live in a parallel universe that she does. It's very stranger things, you know.
Make it work. And people just look at that, they roll their eyes, and they see this presidency for the failure of what it is, and they think back to 3 years ago, and they remember the good days of President Trump. And that is why you see the polls soaring the way they are for the former president.
Yeah, I got bad news for whoever's doing the social media for the Democratic Party. Newt Gingrich is basically doing the job for you. Put your feet up, because I think he wants your job. I mean, just look at this garbage. He's come out with Jesse Waters.
You know, I think for Obama, none of that exists because he lives in a nice little isolated world, surrounded by people who say, yes, you really are brilliant, Mr. President. and he believes them.
You know who?
It's too easy. Judge Janine Weinbach says we need to laugh more. Honestly, there's an invitation that we will just accept at her expense.
With him on. I do think comedy is supposed to be funny, and I think it's supposed to open up your lane of thinking. I also think Abbott Elementary is a good show. Shout out to Shirley Ralph. What do you think?
All I know is I want to laugh more. I'm tired of this country that everybody's at each other's throats. I mean, road rage, all this craziness on the campus. And it's not like it hasn't happened before. Things like this have happened before. But the pandemic, we came out of it feeling totally controlled. And then
in recent years, chicken violence has been on the rise. What began as petty theft has since escalated into a sophisticated operation. Often working in packs and even recruiting dogs, this new generation of chicken are becoming a threat to our human planet.
It used to be you would go home at the end of the day, most people would go, oh, Cheers is on, oh, MASH is on, oh, Mary Tyler Moore is on, All in the Family's on. You just expected there'll be some funny stuff we can watch on TV tonight. Well, guess what? Where is it? This is the result of the extreme left and PC crap and people worrying so much about offending other people.
I actually don't have any comment about this picture. I don't know what to say. It's AI. It's all over social media. And as I said, thoughts, because I don't know what to say.
I'm super excited. I know you're going to love this book.
We should just move on from this. But she has a book to promote. I wonder if she can do any live TV interviews. I was about to say Jimmy Kimmel had the best one-liner of the day.
Come grow your company. Live your life. Achieve your dreams. We can make it happen for you right now.
But no. Did you realise, whatever your problem is, whether it's not enough gas in the car, whether it is you don't have enough bread in the fridge, whether there's enough time in the day, whether you can't find the remote, just go through all the particular problems. You do realise, if former guy, Diaper Don was in charge, none of them would exist. And I'd be able to speak properly. You do? You understand that? Good, you've got a lot in common with this clown.
My father went up to Harlem. They're trying to tie my father up. They want to torture my father. My father, my father, my father, my father, my father, my father, my father.
Inside Donald Trump's prison cell, the surroundings are like any other small enclosed space. The walls are gray concrete, and a narrow cot with a thin mattress is the only piece of furniture. A tiny metal sink and toilet combo sit in one corner, while a small barred window allows a sliver of natural light to filter in. The sound of clanking bars echoes through the air as guards patrol the hallway outside.
What? What is...
President Trump is 76 years old. He will die in federal prison.
Trump spends his days pacing the limited floor space. The once powerful man now finds himself in a place of confinement.